combination that's yo, listen up, let me tell you a tale about a fireman named Scott. He's the one to hell, but he's not just saving lives. He's got skills to flaunt in the poker world. He's the peel of gold, no tone. Started off as a hero fighting flames every day, but his passion for cars couldn't keep him away from the World Series of Poker. Stepped on the stage. Scott Dulaney, the fireman, let loose his fire rage. Scott, he's a legend in the game with a WSOP bracelet. He's got local fame, PLOGOAT, he dominates the field. Fire and cars, a combination that's felt from battling blazes to playing the odds. Scott's got the skills that no one can dodge. He studies the game, each and every hand, mastering the PLO like no one can. He's got the heart of a fireman, fierce and bold. But at the poker table, his story unfolds. With that bracelet on his wrist, ooh, shining bright. Fireman Scott is a force day and night. Scott, he's a legend in the game with a WSOP bracelet. He's got poker fame, PLOGOAT, he dominates the field. Fire and cars, a combination that's felt with his fire spirit. He plays with fire. His opponents tremble as his stats get higher. He bluffs, he reads, he strategizes well. Fireman Scott, he's got the poker tales to tell. So raise your glasses, let's toast to the man who fights fires and play cards like no one can. Fireman Scott, the PLO gold in a...
What's up, y'all? Fireman Scott here. Texas Card House Ambassador. As the song says, World Series of Poker bracelet winning champion. In the face of HIJACK Poker. Here with another HIJACK live stream on YouTube. This first weekend of kicking it off. Just getting my feet under me. I hadn't live streamed in several years, since back in the COVID days. When they were drawing circles on the beach. The COVID days. I did a little bit of live streaming then, but not much since, but we're back. Now that I finally got a good website to play on, HIJACK Poker, the only Texas Card House app. Go to the App Store, download it. With an easy deposit of Bitcoin or any major credit card, you can be playing with me. All these tables are public, they're wide open. We're going to be doing some private tables soon with some of my friends. I'm only playing 2 games tonight. PLO and PLO. One, 2 PLO. Son of a bitch. I made hearts on this one. Let's be thankful that we just won a queen high. Won a pot with a queen. Oh, no, he's got a king high flush. We got lucky. So 1-2 PLO. I'm just under 200 big blinds here with 168. Let's stay aggressive early here. Cool new app from the Texas Card House. HIJACK Poker. This is my 3rd or 4th live stream here on YouTube. But it's pretty nice after I get the kiddos in bed to pop open the laptop, light up a beard cigar, play some Omaha. Now they got No Limit Texas Hold'em, of course, and High Low I've been playing on here the last few nights. But tonight I decided to dig in with this 4-card. Oftentimes where the best action is. 4-card Omaha, high only. Now this is Omaha. You got to use 2 cards in your hand. So my hand here is aces and kings with a 10 kicker. All right, nice hand, buddy. All right, let's stay on him. Stay on him like a little bulldog. Trying to pick a fight, trying to get a double up early. This one I cannot do. Some hands are just, I look down at a hand and I just think, am I good enough to play this one? Try to answer myself that question honestly. Sometimes I'm wrong.
Fireman Scott, he's a legend in the game with a WSOP bracelet. He's got poker fame. G-O-A-T, dominates the field. Fireman cards, a combination that's slow. Listen up, let me tell you a tale about a fireman named Scott. He's the one to hell, but he's not just saving lives. He's got skills to flaunt in the poker world. He's the PLO gold, no tone. Started off as a hero fighting flames every day, but his passion for cars couldn't keep him away from the World Series of Poker. Stepped on the stage. Scott Dulaney, the fireman, let loose the poker rage. He's a legend in the game with a WSOP bracelet. He's got poker fame, PLOGOAT, dominates the field. Fire and cars, a combination that's built from battling blazes to playing the odds. Scott's got the skills that no one can dodge. He studies the game, each and every hand, mastering the PLO like no one can. He's got the heart of a fireman, fierce and bold, but at the poker table, his story unfolds. With that bracelet on that wrist, still shining bright. Fireman Scott is a force day and night. Scott, he's a legend in the game with a WSOP bracelet. He's got poker fame, PLOGOAT, dominates the field. Fire and cars, a combination that's filled with his fire spirit. He plays with fire. His opponents tremble as his stats get higher. He bluffs, he reads, he strategizes well. Fireman Scott, he's got the poker tales to tell. So raise your glasses, let's toast to the man who fights fires and play cards like no one can. Fireman Scott, the PLO gold in our eyes. A hero on the job. Fireman Scott, he's a legend in the game with a WSOP bracelet. He's got poker.
Early in my poker career, I was really known for ramming and jamming. I can still ram and jam. But you know, when I was younger, I was a one-trick pony. I can still ram and jam when I need to, but I learned how to play a little finesse. Will not be using finesse on this one. Ace is double suited on the button. Early on, trying to play a big pot. Good hand, good position. Let's build one up and go. Good flop for my friend. PLO fish. My good friends, my good whiskey, and good loving. You can't think your opponent just flopped a set of kings every time. Not a good flop for me, but you know, that's what you're just expecting. You see a lot, although it's like one of the worst mistakes to make. See a lot of people get in Omaha, heads up, pre-flop, aces against kings. You know, so in a situation like that, it comes a king on the flop, you're like, oh my God. But I just, I get a good hand like that. Sometimes I've just made my decision up pre-flop. I'm going at this one no matter what the flop is. Let's mix it up here. Let's mix it up. Now, Omaha's a little bit different than Hold'em here. I don't think Queen 10-9-3 double suited is the best hand. I'm looking for the best situation. I was trying to isolate here and get my hand heads up in position with him. Didn't work out. Turns out we're going to gamble though. We did get it heads up. Oh, and he's got us in suits. Bad spot for us. We made diamonds though. Hello! It's good to have a backup plan. God, we flopped 2 hearts. And he had 2 hearts. He had us in about as bad of a position as he could have us. But, hey, we got lucky there. That's always, a thing with poker. They say aggression rewards. Aggression gets rewarded. There it gets big time rewarded. Can't fault the other guy. He played it perfect. Got all the money in pre-flop. Had the best hand. Just got a hold. But you know what I say, that old quote from Hangover 1. You never walk away from a heater. And come on, man. Where y'all going? Watch your shit, fool.
Fireman Scott, he's a legend in the game with a WSOP bracelet. He's got poker fame, PLOGOAT, he dominates the field. Fire and cause, a combination that's slow. Listen up, let me tell you a tale about a fireman named Scott. He's the
Shove
one
it
I
in his
tell,
face.
but he's not just saving
Shove it in
lives.
his
He's got skills to
face.
flaunt in the poker world. He's the PLO gold, no tone. Started off as a hero fighting flames every day, but his passion for cars.
Let's get it going here on Hijack Poker. What's up, y'all?
Series of poker stepped on the stage. Scott Dulaney, the fireman, let loose his fire rage. He's a legend in the game with a WSOP bracelet. He's got poker fame, PLOGOAT, he dominates the field. Fire and cause, a combination that's filled from battling blazes to playing the odds. Scott's got the skills that no one can dodge. He studies the game, each and every hand, mastering the PLO like no one can. He's got the heart of a fireman, fierce and bold. But at the poker table, his story unfolds. With that bracelet on that wrist, still shining bright. Fireman Scott is a force day and night. Scott, he's a legend in the game with a WSOP bracelet.
I don't like this hand.
He dominates the field. Fire and cause, a combination that's filled with his fire spirit. He plays with fire. His opponents tremble as his stats get higher.
I know we got a full house and we manage the best hand. I just don't like the fact that we could be blind
He's got the poker tells the tale.
against
So
4 other
raise your
people.
glasses. Let's toast to the man who fights fires and play cards like no one can. Fireman's got the PLO gold in our.
Alright, little luck, little bluffing, little getting lucky. This night's picking up. I think we're gonna have to throw a bet out there. This guy with this almost 1100 in chip. What the fuck? Well, if my hand was good, it's still good. Let's just see it. Nice hand. I'd trade it all for just 3 things. My good friends, my good whiskey, and good loving. Paid 33 bucks to show y'all that card. Or show you his cards. I knew those 2 9s weren't any good. What a weird river, though. Oh, Lord. Wow. You fools are crazy. Well, we flop top pair. 300 in the middle. We're going to at least try to win the side pot. If we don't win the main, we've come this far. Made it straight. He made the nut damn flush. Damn, we didn't get the side pot either. What a jip. Kind of sucks when you're the one doing the work and fucking building the pot and making. I mean, he went all in pre-flop. He did the work, don't get me wrong. Damn, that one was working out perfect. I needed that side pot. I should have brought him along. Bet a little smaller maybe, but yeah. It would have been difficult to play with the hearts coming anyway. Alright. Alright, let's get something going, y'all. Aces, one suit. Starting to become golf weather in Texas. Nice temperatures today. Perfect weather for golf. September through June. I mean, sometimes it gets a little cold in the winter, but it only lasts like a week or two. And we back at it. Got a nice rain going on behind me. Can't see it. Been in Dallas, Texas for this Poker Atlas tour, the Texas Card House. It's been really nice. Main event going on this weekend. Damn, it's starting to really pour. I did not bag any chips for the main event. Kind of sucks. $1 million prize pool. Yeah, I got a double gutter and a flush draw here, but I don't like any of it. I'm checking, fools. You know, poker's a bit like protecting what is yours, protecting the chips you have. And then it's a little bit about taking what is not yours. Tonight, it's been rough. Doing either. I love online poker though, I always have. In fact, first laptop I ever bought was specifically for the reason of online poker. That's it. I got sucked out aces beat by kings when I was at the fire station and I drove my fist through the screen. Early days of online poker. I know what you're thinking, Scott. But look, we're going to try to make something happen here. And try to clear out these other fools, isolate CVO with a double suited hand in position. Hopefully we make a good flop and he commits himself. Well, Woody had to go get involved and look at that, we flopped a deuce. Pretty good damn scenario so far. He's going after it. Look at him. Look at him go. Wow. Guess we just get it all in here, Woody. Made a full house, deuces full of kings. And a big fucking pot. Let's go. Woody had 3 aces. Didn't want to lay it down. $670 pot. 1-2 PLO on HIJACK Poker. Told you last night I kind of got this thing where I'm at, you know, if I get low on chips, I'm going to keep going, keep going. And I don't mean getting deeper and losing more. I don't mean that at all. I mean not giving up. You know, I noticed this. I've noticed this thing over the last couple of years where, you know, I got to thinking so much about it's all a long game, and it is. But I would oftentimes just, oh no, stay. And I'm back. I would oftentimes leave a table after 5 hours of playing and I'm losing, as to where a couple of my buddies, you know, they may stay. Sometimes it sucks because they'd stay till 6 in the morning, but they'd get winner, you know, and it's like, started thinking about it a lot when you're playing poker. It's a lot of theory, but it's also a lot of like practicality. So it's like you know, this marriage of theory and practicality. Like, yes, I understand it's one long game, but I also have one life to live. So this year, trying to keep the understanding of it's one long game, but at the same time, not leaving the fucking table until I'm winner. Overpair, open-ended straight draw, backdoor flush draw. I will not be folding. We'll just call those, try to keep big art in there too. If we're gonna make our hand, we're gonna make our hand. We didn't there. I mean, kings could still be good. Nothing, $13.64 won't find out. Kings. Whoa. Hello. And, hey, there it is. I was afraid he had aces. He did have aces. But we had outs. We went for it. We got there. We're working. Now we're cooking with fire. Got that momentum. I talked about it last night. I'm big on momentum. You never walk away from a heater.
Fireman Scott, he's a legend in the game with a WSOB race. He's got poker fame, PLOGOAT, he dominates the field. Fire and cause, a combination that's slow. Listen up, let me tell you a tale about a fireman named Scott. He's the one to hell, but he's not just saving lives. He's got skills to flaunt in the poker world. He's the PLO gold, no tone. Started off as a hero fighting flames every day, but his passion for cars couldn't keep him away from the World Series of Poker. Stepped on the stage. Scott Dulaney, the fireman, let loose his poker rage. He's a legend in the game with a WSOB race. He's got poker fame, PLOGOAT, he dominates the field. Fire and cause, a combination that's built from battling blazes to playing the odds. Scott's got the skills that no one can dodge. He studies the game, each and every hand, mastering the PLO like no one can. He's got the heart of a fireman, fierce and bold, but at the poker table, his story unfolds. With that bracelet on that wrist, still shining bright. Fireman Scott is a force day and night. Scott, he's a legend in the game with a WSOB race. He's got poker fame, PLOGOAT, he dominates the field. Fire and cause, a combination that's filled with his fire spirit. He plays with fire. His opponents tremble as his stats get higher. He bluffs, he reads, he strategizes well. Fireman Scott, he's got the poker tales to tell. So raise your glasses, let's toast to the man who fights fires and play cards like no one can. Fireman's got the PLO gold in our eyes. A hero on the job, Fireman Scott, he's a legend in the game with a WSOB race. He's got poker.
Welcome, y'all. Playing some Pot Limit Omaha tonight if you're just tuning in. I'm Fireman Scott, and I just hit a few big pots. Got lucky. We're gambling on HIJACK Poker this Labor Day weekend in Texas. The rain coming into Dallas. Alright, let's bet something. You got me. Whoa, Nelly. Whoa, Nelly. Sometimes the primitive me wants to just act out. Good Lord. We're going to run with it for now. We're going to run with it for now, y'all. Who says this heater is over? Damn, bro. Could have just seen a flop for $7 fucking. Alright, now we're going to see it for 36. I like that flop. We got to hold it the rest of the hand, but I like that flop. We got a good start. We're not going to let a club come off and just fuck the whole thing up. With him gone, it's you and me to the end. Palski. Alright. Well played, sir. Well played. That happens. It's PLO. You got to get lucky. You got to get unlucky. Had my opponent drawing dead to run a runner on the flop, but he gets there. That's all right. You want to be the guy who can put yourself in situations like I just did. You don't want to be the guy who's calling off your chips with needing runner to win. I mean, the $437 sounded nice too, but you want to be the person who played it good, not the person who was a little bit lost. Alright, kings here, double suited. We got a bit lucky and we get a bit unlucky tonight. That's life. That's the way it goes. That's poker. Poker's the perfect metaphor for life. You can do everything good and bad things can still happen. You can do everything bad and good things still happen. But that being said, I'm definitely going after my chips. Currently held by PLO Fish. I love the name, sucker. Man, it's like you knew it. All right. Let's pick a fight here since we got it heads up and we got a position. We got a guy heads up and we got position. We, double suited hand. We fought top and bottom pair. I like it. Let's act like we got nothing. All right. Nope. The game plan is switched to a little bit of full throttle. That's why I never really have a game plan for a tournament or a cash game or anything like that. I like to get in and just see how it goes. Maybe it just comes easy. If it doesn't, maybe it reveals, the day, right away. Hey, you get stuck right away and you're going to have to make it a dog fight to get your way out of the trap. Maybe you win the first hand and you just dominate all day. Either way, I like to be able to get into the poker game, cash game or tournament. Just kind of feel the way it's going and go with the flow. Here, I don't think I have the best hand, but I'm going to try to bluff this. I'm going to try to steal it on the turn or river. And that's the card. Well, we knew we didn't have the best hand on the flop. We called for the possibility to raise, and we got it. We're putting all our eggs in the bluff basket. God bless America. You got it. Nice hand, buddy. Nice hand. Yeah, we were trying to bluff at the hand that he had. You gotta have two kings for a straight there. And you gotta have a king for a straight there, and we had two kings in our hand. And he got us. Now we could have done a little bit differently. We could have raised it a little smaller amount on the turn. And then maybe just gave up on the river when it came 3 diamonds. But with Broadway getting there on the turn, I floated the flop for that reason to bluff. If a straight came, the straight came, and I followed through with my plan. I thought it was a good plan. I thought it's always a good plan as long as he doesn't have king jack. And that's what you're counting on when you have two kings in your hand. That, hey, there's only two left in the deck. But did not work out on that one. I'm a bit of a bluffer. Alright, y'all, Fireman Scott here, live streaming on HIJACK Poker. We'll take a quick bathroom break after that hand. After the bluffing the guy that had the nuts. I'll be right back.
Fireman Scott, he's a legend in the game with a WSOP bracelet. He's got poker fame, PLOGOAT, dominates the belt. Fire and cause, a combination that's spelled. Listen up, let me tell you a tale about a fireman named Scott. He's the one to hell, but he's not just saving lives. He's got skills to flaunt in the poker world. He's the PLO gold, no tone. Started off as a hero fighting flames every day, but his passion for cars couldn't keep him away from the World Series of Poker. Stepped on the stage, Scott Dulaney, the fireman, let loose his power rage. Scott, he's a legend in the game with a WSOP bracelet. He's got poker fame, PLOGOAT, dominates the crowd. Fire and cause, a combination that spells from battling blazes to playing the odds. Scott's got the skills that no one can dodge. He studies the game, each and every hand, mastering the PLO like no one can. He's got the heart of a fireman, fierce and bold, but at the poker table, his story unfolds. With that bracelet on his wrist, still shining bright. Fireman Scott is a force day and night. Scott, he's a legend in the game with a WSOP bracelet. He's got poker fame, PLOGOAT, he dominates the belt. Fire and cause, a combination that's spelled with his fire spirit. He plays with fire, his opponents tremble as his stats get higher. He bluffs, he reads, he strategizes well. Fireman Scott, he's got the poker tales to tell. So raise your glasses, let's toast to the man who fights fires and play cards like no one can. Fireman's got the PLO gold in our eyes, a hero on the job.
Guess who's back? Back again. Didn't wash my freaking hands. This Trailblazer series is gonna be a blast. First one is in Dallas this month. Virgo season just begun, by the way. Virgo season has just begun. Happy birthday, Jessica Kai Richards. Virgo season. September and October in Texas. Oh my goodness. Not to mention, it's time for an Army reunion with my Army buddies. It's almost festival season. We got a lot of Czechs and Germans in Texas. So we got a lot of festivals here in the fall. Especially around the Austin area, Dripping Springs. And we got festivals everywhere. Alright, we're gonna limp in. Remember, it doesn't have to be all power poker all night, all the time. My greatest strengths in these games are my post-flop play anyway. Just, simply I have a lot more experience than the typical person playing 1-2 PLO online. And so there's no reason to bloat pots too much, especially when I've lost a couple of big ones as of late. Just chill out, see some flops. Win a few here and there. I talk about when I was younger, I think about the things that I thought about PLO. And I thought I was good then. But it's no comparison to the player I am now. As we limp in with Jack 9-3. Now, poker's like any other sport or game. There's going to be nights where you come in and you play to your full potential and you look and feel like a god. And there's going to be other nights where you come in and you play like shit, and you miss every shot and frustration sets in and you go on tilt or you get late. I mean, it's a game, And the toughest games are the mental ones. Golf, poker. Fencing. Just kidding. I'm sure that fencing seems pretty. I don't know. I mean, unless you're from London. When somebody tells me they're a fencer, I think they're like a good old boy from New Waverly, Texas, who builds fences, or a guy named Big Joe who owns a pawn shop. If I was gonna learn anything about sword fighting, I would like actually learn some samurai shit, not just poking with one hand on your hip thing. That's weird. That's a weird sport. Maybe at one time it was cool. I actually don't know the history of it. It just seems. What's the word I'm looking for? Not happy right now. So I'm gonna fold that hand. Yeah, I tell you one thing about me in poker and thinking about like the long game and the short game is I don't mind just fucking throwing a hand away and moving on to the next one. Let them have it, especially if it's like a small pot or you ain't got much involved or, whatever. Just let it go. I mean, who gives a shit? Just move on to the next one. There's certain hands and there's certain ways that they are played to where I'm just trying to survive in the hand and get out of there alive, realizing my equity. And there's other times where I know I've got the best hand and I'm going full throttle max, give me all I can get. But there's an in-between there. There's an in-between there, gear. I wonder if I get copyrighted for that straight out of the box. Surely not.
Fireman, he's a legend in the game with the WSOB bracelet. He's got poker fame. PLOGOAT dominates the crowd. Fire and cause a combination that's yo. Listen up, let me tell you a tale about a fireman named Scott. He's the one of hell, but he's not just saving lives. He's got skills to flaunt in the poker world. He's the PLO gold, no tone. Started off as a hero fighting flames every day, but his passion for cars couldn't keep him away from the World Series. A poker stepped on the stage. Scott Dulaney, the fireman, let loose his poker rage. He's a legend in the game with the WSOB bracelet. He's got poker fame. PLOGOAT dominates the crowd. Fire and cause a combination that spells from battling shining bright. Fireman Scott is a force for your night. He's a legend in the game with a WSOP bracelet. He's got poker fame.
Oh, to the tears, to the tears.
A combination that's felt with his firefighter spirit. He plays with fire. His opponents tremble as his stats get higher. He bluffs, he reads, he strategizes well. Fireman Scott, he's got the poker tells to tell. So raise your glasses, let's toast to the man who fights fires and play cards like no one can. Fireman's got the PLO gold in our eyes. A hero on the job.
Well, stepping out again, I could have took the easy road and built one up. I flopped top pair. You're gonna have to let them have it, y'all. Wasn't a great flop, but good enough for a C-bet. See if we can take it down. Get to a turn. Maybe we have more options. But our opponent with position, showing aggression with a raise already on the flop. We got 2 more streets to play. Hey, just pull the trigger on that one, you know? I mean, hold back the, don't pull the trigger. Hold back the reins. What I say earlier, you gotta have a little finesse sometimes. Hey, what up, Nate? Nate Lee says he wants to know how the summer went. Pretty good. I can't complain, brother. The World Series of Poker, you know, it's like a 2-month-long event. 100 tournaments. Not counting, you know, the Win Series and all the other things going on. And for the last several years now, I'm either winner or even. And although, you know, I'm a competitor, so not winning a bracelet feels like a loss. It really wasn't. I knew going in I was going to have a good summer no matter what. Just networking, getting to be in the center of it all. Which is where it is right now in Las Vegas. It was pretty cool. representing Texas Card House officially at the WSOP, being a part of the Trailblazer team. Yeah, very cool experience. I'm a very lucky person. And, we've been working hard on this poker content for a long time. And partnered up with Texas Card House, the best name in Texas poker. And it's been fun. This HIJACK Poker app is unbelievable. It's starting to remind me of the old days before Black Friday when, I worked for the fire department and I couldn't wait to get off work. I'd have 5 days off to play online poker for 5 days straight. Back in the old school online days, though, it was pretty much all no limit Texas Hold'em. For me, I didn't play much Omaha back then. It was a game, but I did not know how to play it, and it wasn't online. Maybe it was online, and I just didn't see it because I didn't know what the hell was going on. Laptop set here, I know that. Pretty nice. There's 2 diamonds out there and some little straight cards, a 5 and a 3 working. Multiple people in this pot, so if I bet it here, there's good chances somebody's going to have some sort of draw. We'll get a little over half pot. Nice healthy bet. See what's up. Do the same here. You owe me some chips, fella. There we go. This next one we're going to want to make around like 75 or so. Or 70. To get it all in on the river, or fold if it comes like a 4 of diamonds. Well, I think we're safe here. Good news is it's one of those cards where if we were bluffing, we could continue bluffing. So if he's got a hand like queens and 8s, he may call here. Definitely call with queens and jacks or anything like that. No, he folds. Hey Ma, look at me, I got blockers again. Oh shit, I was about to bluff it. Flop the nuts straight here. Still got the nuts on the turn. $70 in the pot. Let's go full throttle on them. Right? Let's do it. I mean, we could have gone like a little over half bet, but you know, my thinking there is I raised pre-flop. It's unlikely that I flop the nuts with 4 or 5. If he's flopped a set or something, he may just be sticky all the way to the river. He didn't have a set though, or he would have called. I want to win another big pot. Brad Keith said the theme song is fire. Thank you. That was written by a buddy of mine, Peter Fry, the sweater guy. Down there in Houston, Texas. PLO Pro. Hey. What up, D? I know, anytime I do any kind of poker content, I've always got the support of D. Thank you. Girl, we'll send you some, we'll get you some free gear in the mail, some Texas Card House merch. I gotta send some to my brother Aaron too in San Diego. Good to see y'all in the chat. Glad y'all love the theme song. I do too. I mean, usually when I'm up playing online poker, I like to fucking jam out a bit, but like, you know, I don't like getting copyrighted by people. I'm like, I'm doing you a favor. I'm putting your song out there to the universe, the poker universe. But good to see you, or good to hear from you, D. Hey, if you're ready to try PLO, this is the place to do it. But no, you're not going to be able to do it unless you're in Texas. Following the limpers with the suited ace jack 7-3. Like I said, I'm gonna be better than everybody post flop, so it's cool to just limp in with some suited aces. Not necessarily good hands out of position against great players, but it's 1-2 PLO in Texas online, damn it. We can open up our range a little bit and have some fun with it. Remember, it's all about having fun too. Now are you ready? Now are you ready? Now are you ready for the big show? Fucking wanted to bluff that flop. I should have. Now, I already put it in their head that I don't have it. It's going to take twice as much of convincing. Twice as much convincing. Which means I might have to bluff 2 streets, and you know, you got to be asking yourself, Scott, you just had a bluff go wrong. Terribly wrong. Why are you trying this crazy one again? Multi-way. Well, I mean, that's the ones that look like you really got it when they're, you know, only a crazy person would do it. The diamonds got here, making this one really impossible to bluff. Right? Alright, shut it down, shut it down. Alright. Don't force it, Scotty boy. Don't force it. Lately I've been thinking too much lately. That battery on this thing is a piece of cussing less, which means I guess maybe I'm cussing more around the poker table. But I've slipped up a couple of times around my daughter, and she doesn't like it, and so I'm not gonna be cursing or cussing very much more unless you're golfing with me. We got a little money on it. Well, I'm betting full pot at this one because I want them to think that I'm bluffing. You know, I mean, it's doubtful that one of those where you flopped a stone ass nuts, you're probably not going to get called. But, you know, maybe they flop a flush 2 or a set and you're betting full pot and they think that, you know, looks like you're bluffing. That was my, like, hope there. Didn't work out, but it was unlikely anyway for it to work out. I won the pot. I'm happy with it. Oh, live streaming. Telling everybody my secrets. Don't love that. I'm just kidding. I'm not even telling y'all the advanced stuff. This is easy peasy. PLO's a fun game because, for a lot of reasons, but one of them is, right now in the time that we live, 2020 something, nobody's very good at it. And so it's just, you know, as fun as playing a game where nobody knows what's going on. Like, that's fun. It's like, that's fun as fuck. But eventually in the games, people figure out what's going on a little more, and then now you're playing, like, the next level of the game. But for right now, where PLO is, it's fun because nobody knows what the fuck is going on. And we're still playing 5 and 6 ways pre-flop sometimes. At least in Texas, it's still blowing and going. Lots of room for people to separate themselves from the pack. It's the game where you can go from zero to hero overnight, run up a bankroll. Hey, it's getting close to summertime for Vegas, the WSOP. You got big dreams. Go to Texas for 2 months before the summer. Build up a real bankroll. You got to be a cash game player first. Damn, I guess we should just, we literally had this almost exact same situation earlier. They're not folding if they got anything over 9s, so don't bet it. But maybe check call this one. No, he had it anyway. God dang, he played that one conservative with 2 kings. I'll be thankful for it. Man, I'm the worst at accents. But I'm the GOAT at PLO, some people say. I appreciate those people. I love playing poker, Texas poker especially. Let that one go. We're going to close it out, y'all. Alright, I'm going to wait till the button gets here. I'm going to play that hand. I'm going to wait till this button gets here, and I'm going to play that hand. Then we're calling it quits. Just a few more hands. I am tired. It's a bit of a losing session. I talked earlier about you gotta play through it until you win. What do I got here? Yuck. Bastards got me tonight. Am I gonna quit right now? Either way, I gotta shut this down. I'm tired, and if I decide to go for it, it's not gonna be pretty. And my computer's dying. I guess I'm gonna plug it in. Need a little time off bad behavior. The devil in me done been asleep too long. Alright. Double suited hand on the button. Nobody's fucked with it, so we'll raise it up. For you guys. For you guys. For yous guys. Oh, we're raising this one. Hey, we got a little flop here. We got a little flop. Second nut flush draw. Queen. Oh shit. Really? Ha ha. Arrgh. I'm folding this hand. I'm done with this too.
WSOP bracelet, he's a local fame. PLOGOAT, dominates the felt. Fireman cause a combination that's spelled. Listen up, let me tell you a tale about a fireman named Scott. He's the one to hell, but he's not just saving lives. He's got skills to flaunt.